15 minutes. Go ahead.
Hi everyone, we are Team 2, and firstly, thank you so much for giving us an opportunity to present our case study. And here's all of us, Sally, Yu, Lai, Kai, Jing, and me. Yeah. Let's move to Sally first.
Okay, let me introduce the background of Geely. Geely founded in 1986. It began to specialize in the automobile industry in 1997, and Geely focused on industry, technological innovation, and personnel training over the past years. Headquartered in Hangzhou, Geely has a complete vehicle and powertrain manufacturing business domestic. It also has one DSI automatic transmission R&D center and manufacturing factory in Australia. With total assets of more than 100 billion, Geely is one of the China's top 500 companies for over 10 years and ranks in top 10 automobile manufacturer for 8 years. On July 2012, Geely listed in Fortune Global 500 as the only private auto assembler from China, and Geely has established a complete domestic sales network comprising of nearly 1,000 4S dealers and service stations domestically. And it also has 540 sales and service outlets in 43 countries overseas. Geely acquired Volvo Car Corporation in 2010 from Ford, but acquired Volvo. It aims at improving its brands and shifting from low-end cars to luxury cars, as well as selling snowboard. Then let's welcome Julia.
Okay, thank you, Sally. Okay, my theme of my talk is supply chain management of Geely. Firstly, I will start with the purchasing management of Geely. The procurement types, there's 3 types: direct procurement, outsourcing, or purchasing agents in direct international procurement. Due to the complexity of export trade for the global market, Geely decided to have the JIT production strategy. Then I will let's move on to the supplier selection and management. Geely mainly focused on the China's market from its beginning, and thus it has developed a long-term relationship, but it changed its business strategy. They want to enter the global market, especially after acquiring of Volvo company from Ford. They began to focus on the global purchasing. Yeah, we should focus on in this part. We should focus on the SRM system of Geely, which could achieve the aim to the share information with suppliers. Yes. Then we will talk about inventory management. Geely has the third-party logistics company. The ICL company provides Geely with VMI supplier material management and JIS material ordering production line and material management of the integration of the whole logistics service. We should know that WMS system of Geely. This part could help the SLC to provide Geely automobile with professional logistics services. Yeah. Finally, we should focus on information technology. It's the foundation of the managing country. Yeah. Currently, Geely has applied highly customized SAP system and developed more than 10 specific IT platform. Yes, it's all my words. Thank you.
Thanks to you. And now I will introduce the improvements for Geely. And basically the lessons is learned from Toyota. And let's first look at this. Sorry, we make a mistake in that. It's 4 aspects, which is long-term relationships with suppliers and information exchanging, global sourcing, and also automobile platforms. Let's first focus on the long-term relationships. Actually, Geely is really a shop at Harley because around 90% of the auto parts is purchased from the suppliers. Meanwhile, for Toyota, the percentage is just 15%. And actually, the senior management boards of Geely already realized how important it is to build ecosystems among the suppliers, because you know they have many suppliers. And also, if you want to win a tender from Geely, the best strategy is to have the lowest price. Meanwhile, we know that Toyota did very good in handling relationships with the suppliers. And according to a survey, there is actually around 70% suppliers want to cooperate with Toyota. Why? The figure for the big 3 in the US, the figure is just 30% want to cooperate with them. And basically, the Geely used 3 main strategies to build a very trustable and reliable relationships with the suppliers. The first one is Kutsu, which is a Japanese word, and it's basically about build a close-knit network. The second is classification. It's basically about energy distribution. Basically, it's about to distribute much more energy in the core supplies. And also, there is an essay from Oxford, and the scholars said actually Toyota follows the 6 step guidelines, as you can see from here. And I will skip this part due to time limitation. And another improvement could be Geely could do is in the information technology. Okay, as you just introduced, that the IT technology in Geely inside the organization is really good because Geely has over 10 IT platforms, and actually the data in the platform can exchange with each other very seamlessly. And but the weak point is in its suppliers. Actually, in its suppliers, the IT technology is still remain relatively low. And what's more, and IT could actually contribute more, not just for monitoring manufacture. And what Toyota did really well is that we know that some people said Toyota actually invent the modern manufacture, is that like the just-in-time or the lean manufacture, the TPS, and all the philosophers is very well integrated into the IT systems. And another point is that Toyota have very strong IT people, and actually the IT people is not just working in the office, they also work in the front line, which is a factory, to discover problems and try to solve it in an IT solution. And another thing is that Toyota also have a very strong IT consultant team. They also have a very strong IT team, so they can support the suppliers to develop better IT systems. And due to time limitation, I will skip this part. It's from Mercedes-Benz. And also another possible improvement is on the global sourcing. As you can see, there are 2 very clear shortage in Geely's globalization, and we try to give 4 advices to solve the 2 shortcomings. And now my teammate Lai Lai will introduce the
Anyway, thank you. Now I will talk about the improvements on the automobile platform of Geely. As is known to all, Geely was famous for its entry-level car, which means that the car is cheap enough as well as has poor quality. Poor quality cuts a lot of costs and help Geely to make the early success However, after developing several years, Geely is not satisfied with the situation, but do not know how to make the improvement, especially in the aspect of quality and brand image. Even if Geely makes a specific car that looks very well, its biggest advantage maybe just looks well. Like this. Many people will think this is Rolls-Royce, but actually it's Geely. You may not see it on the road and maybe nobody will buy it. So customers can always find something works terrible, such as engine or top. Basically, the key factor to make a mature automobile platform is to ensure the quality. In that case, Geely needs to do a lot to improve its products, not only outside but also inside. Since it costs so much to develop a smooth kind of platform, if Geely cannot ensure a baseline of sales amount, the cost will be double or even much more than it should be. Geely now has over 20 kinds of cars, when none of these sells really well. In this case, the firm should cut some of the categories and make sure that the rest can make a success in the market. If it comes true, Geely can focus its limited resources on developing one or two platforms with the largest sales quantity, and it may finally bring more income than it costs. In the traditional way, Geely gives orders and the suppliers produce what they need. So there will be fewer standard components, and a lot of them can only be used in a specific category that builds barriers for the platform. Automobile platform calls for large quantities of standard components to ensure that there's a high generalization between different kinds of cars within one platform. What's more, if this new relationship works smoothly, the supplier can come up with a lot of useful information to help Geely to strengthen the automobile platform and finally form a win-win situation. Okay, let's welcome Brian.
We are running out of time, so we'll go through a big part of our research, the measurement system and evaluation method. If we ask how high a person is, how fast a moving vehicle is, or what the temperature is, I think these questions are easy to answer, right? As they have the exactly quantifiable outcomes. But how about the cold you feel, how kindness a boy is, or how beautiful a young lady is? Moving to supply management field, the reliability of a supplier, the flexibility of our supply system, even the quality. This is a concept connected with the humans' just expectations. They're all fuzzy problems. These issues cannot simply answer yes or no. So can we find the measurable path? The answer is yes. Our core idea is based on the Delphi method to measure performance of each part to arrive at the overall performance of our own and extend to the supply selection. Here are our research steps. Move to next. Yeah, we can see we have 4 steps and construct the index system, build the methodology method, and create the supplier selection system. Next. Yeah, the performance valuation index system. This here can divide it into the 2 parts: tangible measurement index system and intangible index system. We have all right. Yeah, this one. The visible factors and invisible factors. We can see visible factors have the cost, which include the raw material, logistics, and so on. Yeah, next one. Yeah, this is just some detailed comment of the factors, help the analyst to know them well and mark the point, exactly. So let's move to next one.
Okay, thank you so much. I will talk about the details of the measurement system. And after we discover many times, we think measurement can be divided into 2 parts. The first part is the self-performance evaluation, and the second part is about the supplier selection of the measurements. And then, because of the time, and we also use the similar method, so we just mainly talk about the measurements of the selecting suppliers. We know that Geely are expanding the overseas suppliers, but with lots of time of selecting suppliers. And so up here gives a solution to solve this problem. Okay, the introduction last. Okay, we'll talk the methodology introduction. We use the top 6 based on Delphi method. Top 6 means the technique for order preference by similarity to an ideal solution. And we'll talk about the overall steps. And the first step is definitely the linguistic variables. The step 2 and the step 3 is to construct the matrix. Step 4, step 5, step 6 is based on the calculation. Then, so I don't want to talk about this. Do you want to know? Next. Yeah. Okay, this is very important. This is the first step, but this is very important because we should know that this table teaches us how to transfer those linguistic variables to the triangular fuzzy numbers, so that we can use this express the some linguistic variables. And then this is considering factors and the matrix. Okay. This is simulation process. Step 1 is access the importance of criteria, which can be seen in table 1. Step 2. Step 2 is evaluate the ratings of the alternatives, which can be seen in the table 2. The step 3 converts the linguistic evaluations in table 3. Step 4 determines the FPIS and FAIS. This is the outcome. And the last step is to calculate the closeness coefficients of each candidate, which can be seen that CC1, CC2, and CC3. So it's just to calculate the closeness to the positive outcomes and far away from the negative outcomes. So that it's very easy to select the supplier too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Question, please, Vivek.
Could you give me more explanation on table 2 in matrix?
Table 2, this one? This one, yeah. Okay, we'll give some explanations. We can see the 3 dimensions, the suppliers, the decision makers, and the J1 to J6, the elements. We know that that's just the example to transfer those linguistic variables to the numbers. Yeah, it's a process. And the E1 to E4 is the decision makers. So we know that there are 4 decision makers, which can be selected from the experts. And the G, VG, F means, G means good, VG means very good, F means fair. Just like the evaluation form in your hand. So after we select those numbers and these figures, we can transfer those valuable linguistic variable to the numbers so that we can calculate. Yeah, that's the explanation. Thank you.
Could you give more explanation on best solutions you mentioned?
I mean, Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. That one is actually from another course, the digital enterprise, and I just got the picture from the digital enterprise. And this is basically about Mercedes-Benz, and actually, basically it's building a software which could support the digital planning and digital validation inside the software. And very details in the new car development could be simulated in this software, and Therefore, as you can see, the time duration for maturity is greatly shortened by applied software. And what's its usage for supply management? That is, the suppliers could be early involved into the new car model development, which could greatly improve the new car model development productivity. I think that's introduced, and is it clear? Okay.
Question from other teams? Yes?
You mentioned you use the simulation method in your research, and I'm wondering where you can get enough data for the...
Okay, this is a simulation process. That means I don't have enough data. So because we do not have the exact data. If we have data, we do not have to simulate the process. And we use this simulation process because this process can be simulated. And this means this method is practical. And if you have enough data, we can use this method to select the suppliers.
So the symbols are fuzzy intervals.
Yeah. Fuzzy Hops's method. Fuzzy variables.
Divide the factor to the two parts. One is invisible factor, another is visible factor. So this one maybe